Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome if you are new here. We are back with a new speed building video today, a video that it's so long, you guys, and I'm trying to keep it as short as I can because this build that we are doing today is so huge, and I don't know how I managed to do this. I don't think I did this kind of a huge house in a very, very long time. And I'm so proud with the final result. But before jumping into more into this build, I would like to share with you that the Black Friday sale on thesims4.com and the EA app is still on until December 4. And that is how you can get some cool packs with a discount up to 70%, and this is how you can also support me as a creator if you choose to use my EA affiliate code, and I would really appreciate that if you do. All you need to do is type the code create for sims in your code box before purchasing any Sims 4 DLC that you wish to buy. So yes, let's go back to this build, guys, and let me say to you more about it. So at first, when I started this, probably it was August or the beginning of September, and it's an old build that I completely not forgot about, but I never got time to actually finish. But I was so inspired back then when I started to build this on Twitch, and I was imagining that this can be an estate that's from Edinburgh. And oh my god, I love that area so much. And I remember I was saving so many images on Pinterest with real buildings from Edinburgh, and I've actually never been there, but I would really love to visit that town, that city sometimes. And I don't know, it gives me those kind of end of autumn chill and cold autumn days. I don't know if you get my point, but that's how I felt when I built this. And I remember when and I know that that area there is always rainy and dark and cloudy, and this is kind of the vibe I wanted to give to this build in the exterior. But in the interior, you will see that it's very alive because I used a lot of colors, dark colors, light colors, and I tried to add as many things as I could because I had a lot of space, guys. So this build is placed in Handford and Bagley on a 50 by 40 lot that's actually big, but this is not on a 64 by 64 as I would probably should have done. But I think I incorporated everything that I wanted in this lot. I mean, I don't even want it to make it this huge, you know? So the shell of the mansion that you see at this point, this is how it was supposed to stay. But at some point, I started to make it big as I usually do with all of my builds. So that's why I wanted to make it somehow symmetrical. So everything that you see in the right side of the build with the roofing and decorations on the balconies, I wanted to have it also in the left side of the build. So yes, so what you see here now with the chimney on the right, it will be built here on one side of the lake because I wanted to have that symmetry there, but we will talk about that when we get to that part. So yes, speaking about Edinburgh, I don't know if someone is from there or you've visited that area. I don't know if this is so realistic. All I know is that I've loved seeing some images, and I will probably pop up on screen some pictures that I had for inspiration. And all I wanted to do, it's kind of a castle-y estate, somehow an elegant build, because I've never built this style often, and I wanted to explore more about the castle estate kit, but not build a castle with it, you know, using that kit in an actual house, which turned out to be a huge estate or mansion. So this build is actually somehow pack restricted. I tried not to use so many packs. There are a few, but I focused on the life and death expansion pack, of course, because of the interior and everything that we get for bedrooms and kitchen and bathrooms and all of that. And then we used the Lovestruck and For Rent, Horse Ranch, Cottage Living, Discover University, and Cats and Dogs, and also Get Together. And I know these are like a lot of expansion, and in fact, they are almost all expansions that the Sims 4 have. But I feel like I couldn't have done this build without these expansions. And here is the part where I'm saying that I'm making the house bigger because I wanted to have this side here, and as you can see, I'm copy and pasting everything. So yes, about the packs, I tried to keep it limited. I used these expansions and only two game packs, which are Strangerville and the Vampires. I also use Romantic Garden because of some exterior items for landscaping, and also I tried to add some kits that I thought many simmers have and use in their game. So if somebody wants to download this build, they won't miss too many packs. So that's why I tried not to use like a ton of packs. And I believe I used the Modern Luxe kit, the Riviera kit, Castle Estate, of course, you can see already. I'm using the windows from that kit, which are so beautiful. And yes, I believe I used the artist kit, which is new. And the list of the packs that I've used in this build will be listed down in the description box. And as you can see, this shell of the build, I'm trying not to say house because this is not a house. This is a completely huge mansion. And yes, I will try to keep it as a mansion or estate. So the shell of this mansion, it's nearly done, and as you can see, I'm changing here the rounded walls that I had. I wanted to have a big tower, and actually I don't know why I felt it's not symmetrical with the other tower, which is 4 tiles on 4 tiles, and I wanted to make a square as well in this area, and I wanted to fit this beautiful windows from Castle Estate. I think this is the first time I'm using them in this way with this roof piece on top, so you can see that rounded shape goes on to the roof piece. And yes, I love these details. And actually, these towers that you see here are not occupied. I didn't do anything inside them, they are empty. But if you somehow need some extra room, you can always add a ladder and go up there if you'd like to have. I think you can have like 2 bedrooms, if I'm not mistaken, one in the left side and one in the right side. And yes, I'm adding now a lot of decorations on the roof. As you can see, I've surrounded the roofing with a fence, and I added the Discover University tiny roof decoration. So you can imagine that rooms are built in the attic of the roofing. But yeah, that's just for aesthetic. And of course, autumn cannot be something that's missing in this build, and I built this in the autumn season because of the colors and because Hanford and Bagley is so beautiful in autumn. And you know I love autumn, so yeah, in case you didn't know, now you know that I'm an autumn obsessed person. And yes, nothing too much is happening in the exterior actually. I used a tiny lake in the front of the build and in the back as well, but we only have a tiny dining area outside. I really used a lot of this space for the build itself, so I didn't really had a lot of space to work with outside, and all that I had to do is add some landscape and trees and bushes and make it feel elegant but also natural, if that's something you can imagine. I don't know, I was feeling that here can stay a big family, something not the royal but a family that has a big, I don't know, a big job, a big career. There are a lot of people, they know a lot of people, they are very important in the city, and they, let's say, are somehow not an old family, but a family that's been living here for generations. And yes, we are already in the interior. As you can see, I am trying to do the kitchen now with the beautiful, gorgeous kitchen set that came with the Life and Death expansion pack, which I am so much obsessed with. And I'm trying to combine this new kitchen set with the seating that comes with the Cozy Bistro kit. Yes, I remember now that I use the Cozy Bistro just because I love so much that seating. And I try to make there like a breakfast snack. And other than that, the whole vibe in the interior is a mix of medieval with modern, and I don't know, elegant and also gothic. I don't know if these styles can be mixed, but that it's what was in my mind when I furnished this. And as I said, I started this back in September, probably end of August. And back then, I only did the exterior, and then the Life and Death pack came out, and I had some other videos to post for you guys. So I postponed this build. I've never touched it since, oh my god, a lot of time. And then I was away from my country, and I was in my vacation, and then I was back home. And I remember, oh my god, I need to finish this. People wait for this build. I know you've waited because I've shared some images on my social media, and you were all very excited to see more about this build. And now it's available for everyone in the gallery if you choose to download this. And yes, about the process of making this house, I have to say that for the interior, I never use inspiration. So furnishing always comes from my mind. I don't know. That's why I tend to mix up things and styles because I don't know which thing goes with what. And for exterior, I only need like not even a house that I can imagine I'm doing. Maybe just an aesthetic image, and I can make a house that fits there, even though it's if it's not in that image. But for the interior furnishing, I kind of struggle, and being so obsessed with Life and Death, I think I kind of used it in every single room, especially the wallpapers and the new chairs. In fact, you know what? I used everything. I used even in the living space, right here in the dining room. You can see this big, huge table, and yeah, the couch from Life and Death. Everything here will be like 80-90% Life and Death. And yes, I'm very excited about the interior, and you will see that somehow I got an obsession with color green. It's not a color that I usually use in my builds. I love green, don't get me wrong. I'm obsessed with plants that are green, but I don't usually use green furniture or green chairs. But this time I did, and you will see that I did like a ballroom which has a lot of green in it. And I was imagining that that huge space can be used for parties, elegant parties, I don't know, teenage parties, I don't know, anything can happen here. Maybe a teenager that lives in this house want to throw a party, or I don't know, anything can be done actually in this room. We have activities for everything. We have painting stuff, we have a lot of books, we have computers, we have almost everything that you can wish to have. I believe, I don't know if it's something missing. We have chess, we have things for a lot of skills. And also we have two master bedrooms, and I wasn't thinking who will gonna be living there. I was just thinking that, you know what, I will make them, and people who will download this will choose themselves who will live in those bedrooms. You can make them guest bedrooms, you can make them grandparents' bedrooms. Main point is that there are two master bedrooms with each an ensuite bathroom, and then we have another two bedrooms which are for two children each. So one of them it's a nursery, and you can have an infant and one toddler sharing the room, and then we can have also two kids that share the room, and they can be kids, teenagers, doesn't matter. And I'm obsessed with that room as well. So we are into the living room now. And then I was thinking that I kind of tend to keep a dark theme in the interior, and I was thinking, okay, let's light things up. And that's why I chose the new couches in this beige color, and I tried to add as many decorations as I could, but not exaggerate with clutter, because I was thinking this is an elegant house. Someone probably cleans this house every single day, so there are not a lot of things all around. And yes, being this huge of a room, I didn't know what to place in it, so that's why I wanted to integrate a bar as well. And we have a big fireplace, the life and death one, and a huge TV on top of it. You will see how I place that in a minute. And yes, nothing much is happening here. I use this wooden paneling, and the fact that, you know what, the fact that I'm talking now about the interior is that some of you suggested me to talk more in my speed building videos, and that's what I'm trying to do, because I always kept my voiceovers short, but now I'm trying to make them longer, and I hope that you will enjoy longer voiceovers from now on. And yes, I'm sorry if this video is kind of too speedy for you. I tried to speed it up so it won't be so long, but let me know if you somehow would like to see longer videos and not so speedy, and I would try to work on that more, or maybe split my big builds in two videos, in two parts. I don't know if that's something that you would like me to do, but I feel like a 50-minute, 1 hour video would be too long, because this build would have been like 1 hour if I wouldn't like cut parts out and I wouldn't like speed this as it is. And actually, I usually speed my video like 3 times, but today I did that on 5 because it was so long. But yes, we're now into the office. I didn't know what to do in that room. I thought we are plenty of bedrooms, and I thought this mansion could not miss an office. And yes, I chose the green color as I've said here, and you will see that I use this color even more in the next rooms. And yes, this is nothing really important. I try to add some bookcases, computer, chair, and I like this tiny table that I placed right here by the fireplace with some drinks. So we can have someone in the office and give them a drink and chat about whatever they need to chat, or I don't know. This is just in my mind. It's not happening in The Sims, but you got the point. And this is the main entry, very open, very airy, very green, I would say. And I love all the chandeliers that I placed in all the rooms, because we use tall walls, and actually I barely use the highest walls that we have in the game. I'm always using the medium size one in the ground floor, and I'm using the short version of the walls in the upper floors. But this is the ballroom that I was talking about, and I thought that here they can have guests and throw parties and have, I don't know, something like a lounge area when you have guests over. And as I said, birthday parties, any kind of events can happen here. And I was thinking like even funerals can happen here, but that would require some changes, you know what I mean? But yes, in case someone dies, they can easily throw a funeral here. And yes, now I'm adding these decorations on these tables. I love this plant from the artist studio kit, and the new candles and the bottles from the Life and Death. I am obsessed, and I tried to do these tables here, like those kind of tables where you can sit and have a drink, not necessarily eat. And they're not functional because the chairs don't slap to that table, but I don't know, I just liked it. And I love the way I use this shelves here to add bottles, and now we are into the first master bedroom, which actually has a bassinet in here because I had space and I thought, why not add a bassinet, an extra sim that will have room to stay when they will be grown up. I mean, you can easily add wherever, I mean, however many bedrooms you want in this room. I mean, even if I would think to do the floor plan again, I think I will stick like a lot of rooms. But I tried to make them big and not so crowded, because I was thinking who plays with a household of like more than 8 sims, and even 8 it's quite a lot because if we count the beds we have, I believe we are on to exactly 8 sims, and it's hard to take care of so many sims, at least in my opinion. So this is the bassinet and we have a tiny seating area, and yes, I believe we have more, like, not more than 3 rooms to do. And again, as you can see, I'm using green. I don't know what's with the green, but I thought it was so good with that wallpaper, with the owls. And oh my god, let's not mention the bathroom set. I'm obsessed. I did in this house the bathroom each in different colors using this set from Life and Death. I think I've said Life and Death like million times in this voiceover, and I'm sorry. But so this bathroom, it's black. I did one that's white. I did one that's blue. um I think I did like 4 bathrooms, each different color. I didn't go with the red version yet. I thought red wouldn't suit this house, so yeah, that's why I didn't use it. But I'm obsessed with that bathtub and the shower, and I don't know. I was so excited when I finished this. And this is the office, and this is the walk-in closet. Nothing too special. It's kind of crowded, but I didn't know what to place in this room. And I thought if this would be like a bathroom completely, it would be too large. This is the size. If I would combine those, that could be a whole bedroom. And actually, this kind of a bedroom is separate because we have this hallway here, which separates the entry to the bedroom. And I was thinking this can be somehow like a suite. And yes, another office area here, more private and a lot of clutter again. And in the hallway, I was thinking, why should I do a sitting area? We have a lot of sitting area. So then I thought maybe someone is an artist in this house and they have their space here where they can paint and they can practice. And yes, this is the artist studio kit that I'm using, and it's such a good kit. Like, it's an amazing kit, guys. And yes, in the left side there will be another bedroom, and in the left side 2 bedrooms for children. So yes, guys, I believe I will leave you now to watch the rest of the video. And yes, you can download the tray files from my Patreon, and also you can download this from my gallery if you want. And I cannot wait to catch up with you in my next speed building video. And I really, really hope that you will stay until the end to see the tour of the build, because I love the tour of the builds that I do so much. I give so much work in those tours, and I love the view. I don't know, it gives me such good vibes, and I really, really am hoping to hear from you and let me know what you think about this build, about this style, and maybe what other styles and what other builds are you expecting of me to do next. So yes, until the next time, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and a sub to the channel, and I'm really hoping to catch up with you guys soon. Bye everybody.